Hey guys, so today is Friday, November 22nd, and I am going to be setting up the remainder of the trees. My plan is to put T-posts all along this area over here and then put the brackets on so that we can set up. I'd like to get over half of the remainder of the trees out, and then we can kind of mix them in over there, and then that way we have some to fill in for when they sell. But I also would like to put some of them also along the fence so that they're here and easy to grab. So we'll see how far I get. But for right now, I just got to get the T-posts put in. I should have done it yesterday, but I was just too tired. Now there's a nice layer of ice on everything, so it's going to be harder than it was yesterday if I would have done it yesterday, but it is what it is. It's supposed to be sunny out, and it's kind of getting clearer. I hope it does, because everything is covered in ice. As you can see, there's ice dripping off of the roof there. Like, the trees are covered in ice. Now this is the first year that it has been facing this direction, and as you can see, it got filled with snow and ice. So it makes me wonder if we should turn it a little bit. This is the north side and this is the west, and the wind and rain stuff usually come from the west. I don't know if it was just the front that we had the other day, or if this is how it's going to be all season. So that's something I need to consider, and we might possibly be moving it yet this year if we find that that gets filled with snow and ice. The driveway here is where we've driven is also ice, so I need to get that salted ASAP as well. Hopefully we have some salt left from last year. If not, I will have to go into town and get some. I got 7 of the fence posts pounded in. It actually went easier than I was anticipating, which is great. The only time I had problems was when, well, obviously that first inch or so pounding it in, because that was hard and icy. But some of the T-posts were standing outside, leaning up against a fence, and they ended up, grass was growing up around it, and then with the rain, the freezing rain that we had 2 days ago, it all froze to the post. So there's a big clump of frozen mud and grass on the end of some of these T-posts, and that was hard. I couldn't knock it off, so I thought, well, I'm just gonna try to pound it with the fence post pounder, and eventually it went in, but the first few hits was really hard. So we have 7 of them in. I took the wrong vehicle down here. I took the vehicle that had the T-post in, so I got to go back and get the van because it has all of the clamps in it, and then I can start to put trees up, and then I can fill in with the rest of the T-posts where I think that we might need to fill in once we get everything kind of rearranged out here. So time to go back and get the clamps, and then I can start putting up trees. The sun is out. It feels so good. Rusty, our horse, and the cows are snoozing, soaking up the sun. We are down putting the clamps on the posts that I just put in, and I found at Dollar Tree some duct tape. I don't know how well it's gonna stay on because, you know, it's pretty thin, cheap duct tape, but since I can't spray the ends of these anymore, I'm just gonna try this and see how it works, and then we're gonna get these put on. So we have a load of trees down here. We're gonna try to get as many out and priced as quickly as possible because I have to go into town very shortly, and I need to be in town have to leave within a half an hour. So we're gonna rush through this, try to get as much done as possible, and get them priced so that if people start coming tonight, they are ready to go. We got that done, and now it's time to head into town and go run the errands and to the post office like I needed to. When we get home, we'll finish putting up the rest of those trees and put a support post over on the lights so that they're not hanging quite so low. We got most of the trees up. We still have probably about a dozen or so, I don't know, to get put up. And I got a few more brackets that I need fixed for when Owen gets home, or put up. But this, guys, this is awesome. Do you see the sunset behind me? It is absolutely gorgeous, and this is on my iPhone, so you're not getting the best video. But let me turn this around and you can see everything. An absolutely gorgeous sunset. Still have a little bit of work to do in the stand, the self-serve stand, but I have trees up everywhere. And these lights stay on for about 3.5, actually it was over 3.5 hours last night. So if we turn them on at 4:45, they will last for sure until like 8:15, which I think is great. I'm going to put a few more of the big ones right along in this little stretch there. Maybe put another post in there. Maybe one here. I feel like all I need is a little campfire out here and hot cocoa, and we would have it made. That is beyond the plans for this year, but it's definitely something I want in the future. And if you're watching this and you're going to come to our Christmas tree stand, feel free to bring your own hot cocoa and hang out with your family. It's absolutely beautiful out here. Well, that's what we have for you today, guys. Thanks for tuning in, and we will see you next time. Try to focus that sunset. There we go. Man. Come at sunset to get your trees. You get a beautiful view as well.